So now I'm going to make the filling for the Hodduk. You need a 1/4 cup brown sugar, or 1/4 cup of regular sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1.5 teaspoons of peanuts. But I don't actually have regular peanuts, I only have honey roasted peanuts. So we're going to try it. It says to beat the peanuts into a pulverization with a blunt object such as the back of a knife. Well, I don't really like using my knives to beat things. So I'm going to use the back of a metal measuring cup. And we smash it until it's pulverized. Pulverization is oh so much fun. Beating on things. There. Pulverized enough, wouldn't you say? So 1.5 tablespoons of pulverized peanuts. Smells like peanuts. Alright. 1/2 tablespoon of cinnamon. That's more than half. Alright. 1/4 cup of sugar, right? Yes. 1/4 cup of white sugar and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. It's really funny, this is supposed to be light brown sugar, but it's actually quite dark. That's just what the bag says. The recipe doesn't say specifically. And then mix together with a spoon. It smells amazing. Alright, so we now have the filling. And the bread portion should be pretty much done. So let's take it out of the oven. It has now doubled in size, if you cannot see, and smells of bread. Now we'll wash our hands again. She says to use oil when working with the dough so it doesn't stick to your hands. She doesn't specify what kind of oil, so olive oil it is. Yay, sticky. Alright, to take a golf ball sized piece of dough, roll it out and flatten it, and a spoonful of the filling. And then she does this really cool, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this very well, but to seal it up, smooth it out, and then voila! We make a bunch of those and then we'll fry them. So I've made a few to start with. We're going to test batch these. You put them into a preheated pan with oil in it, and you leave them on one side for about 10 seconds, and then you flip them and then smash them so they're nice and flat. And then you cook them until they're golden brown. So We have a couple here. My stove is uneven, hence why all the oil is on one side. In the middle. Ew, don't stick. Smash.
Social commentary allowed?
Social commentary is always allowed.
I think you might have a little too much oil in the pan.
Probably.
Because they look like they're going to be...
Well, in Korea, they were like actually like almost deep frying them like donuts.
So then maybe not. Well, deep frying too, though, it's not exactly... You kind of end up draining the oil anyways.
Yeah.
So who knows? Careful, you don't want the filling to go sploosh. You might want to leave them on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna flip them over again, back to the other side, and then we'll start browning them.
Goldening them.
Goldening them, because now it looks like they're cooked. Now the ones that we had in Korea were like this big, so I'm assuming the golf ball size is not actually the size that they used, but...
Or they're just better at flattening them.
No, they were about this thick too. So, I don't know.
Stop playing with them.
I shall play with them as much as I want. Mwahaha.
She is gone on a power trip.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
world beware.
Ooh, I smell sugar.
I'd hope so. Brown sugar. All melty and gooey and delicious.
So, for my friend Hodduk, who doesn't like sweets, I really appreciate you showing me this and buying some for me when we were in Korea, because now I'm super excited. Golden brown. Number 1.
On both sides?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The one side of the pan gets hotter than the other, because my thing leans. That's why.
Half the reason I hate electric stoves.
I know, electric stoves really suck, but
What you gonna do? Look at that deliciousness. Don't you just want to eat it?
Guess what? We
We
to.
get
That
to.
one's moving. It's like it's got a mind of its own.
As if pancakes weren't bad enough for you, we now fill them with sugar.
Now, the big thing is, you want to let them cool just a titch. As I did not heed my friend Hodduk's warning that the inside will be really, really hot. I burned my tongue when I ate them in Korea. So we'll let them cool for just a minute, and then we will devour them.
I think I'll take a glass of milk with that.
I have brought said fiance, who ate it with me, to test drive it. So here we go.
That's good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I am now going to pass one to the camera lady so that we can see her reaction of the deliciousness that is.
Oh, and the camera's being stolen.
Said gooiness.
Hi. Look, that's so hot. I actually think they could cook a little more. Seem a little doughy. But it's cinnamon and brown sugar, so you can't really go wrong.
So there you have it. First attempt at Hodduk, and it turned out pretty well. I still have over half the batch to go, so we will have numminess for a few days.